Alrighty, with Christmas break around the corner, we get ready to tackle Texas Motor Speedway with the Northern Capital Truck Series. Jacob Bell winning his first race at Extreme last week at Michigan. Does he have what it takes to go back-to-back? Good evening and welcome to MaxSpeedTV. I am Joshua Medlock alongside here tonight my good old buddy Stephen Dean joining us here tonight. Stephen, how are you doing? And you know, it's Texas Motor Speedway. We seen some action last night in the K&N. Well, going from the K&N to the trucks, a little different car. I mean, it definitely is different, but the tire model still a crucial feature here with that new update.
Yeah, man. Hope everyone's doing good tonight. It's good to be back on here with you. It's always fun with Josh. He can be a hoot. But yeah, the tire model, man, it's wild here. I run a K&N part-time series. Ran Texas last night. Had a pretty good run. The tire model is definitely a lot to get used to. Even Rick Donathan in our post-race meeting, he brought that up and said it was he was struggling a good bit to do it. But yeah, man, I'm ready to see what these trucks have in store for us. A lot of guys are saying it's a tough drive with these trucks, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and it's going to be tough, nonetheless. I mean, this tire model really has shown, you know, what this update has done to make it more of a, you know, you actually now have to drive the vehicle. You know, there is no running it down, you know, to a very minimum of a tire wear. Now you've really got to watch your tires. You know, you can't let them tires get burned off, or it is definitely going to upset your race, and it could even upset somebody else's as well.
Yeah, it's never good when you end up, you know, losing your tires and not only ruining your race but someone else's race. It makes for some fun post-race meetings.
Yes, it sure does.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm watching practice here. There's a lot of guys going around. It looks tough out there tonight.
Well, we got a full field here tonight. Now let's go ahead and take it down here to the pre-race analytics here real quick. We have an air temp of 72, a track temp of 80. We're going to be pulling 135 laps here tonight, 202.5 miles. A tire window about 25 to 30. Fuel window somewhere between 30 and 40, not exactly sure on that fuel window. That was just the number I was given, so that's the number I'm going to go with. Somewhere between 30 and 40. But we may see some guys having to come down earlier because of those tires, you know. And I know it's like every night since that update I've been talking about the tires. Well, you know, I'm sure there's people out there, well, shut up about the tires. Well, I can't because that can make or break a race. So, you know, it's going to be about the tires, I believe, again here tonight. Pit road speed, 50 miles per hour. So they're going to have to get it woed down to 50 or the all-elusive speeding penalty that they can get.
Yeah, you got to love those speeding penalties. I know you say a lot of people talk about these tires, man, but until you actually get out here and do this, and I'm sure we have quite a few viewers that do actually run here, man. This tire model, it's like driving a whole new car. You know, it throws a whole new wrench in your plans, especially when it comes to, you know, these guys who might have tested a couple weeks ago and this, that, and the other that didn't have the tire model yet. Now it's like you said, it's a whole different ball game. It makes for some good racing.
Yeah, and it does. It sure does. Well, it's good racing regardless of the update or not. These guys always put on a show. So let's get to the point standings. Just the regular point standings here coming in to tonight. Willa Nelson up at the top spot at 158 points. GT Hawkins up 2 spots into second, 151, 7 back. Cale Gale down to third, down a spot, 149, two back. Landon Williams down a spot as well in fourth, 145 points, four back. Jacob Bell up in that top five now after winning last week, up two spots, 144 points, one back. And Cody Lipster is going to round out the top six here of the 15 that I have, down a spot into sixth, 128 points and 16 points back. Steven?
Yeah, then you have Cody McFadden sitting in seventh, 125 points, up a spot. He's three behind. Eighth is Paul Irvin, up a spot, 118 points, seven back. Ninth, you have Timothy Zayas. He has 115. He's up seven spots. Pretty big mover after last week. He's three back. Then in 10th, you have Nolan Neiman, 111, up two spots. He's four back. 11th is Dwayne Dunn at 110 points, up six spots. Another pretty big mover. He's only one off of 10th. Then you have Curtis Vollmer sitting in 12th at 109 points. He's down two spots from last week, 1 point back. 13th is Garrett Heath. He's up nine spots. Sorry, I lost track of my thoughts there. He's sitting 108 points, one back. 14th, you have Joshua Gillen. 104 points, up one spot, four back. And 15th, you have Rhett Nichols down three spots at 100 points, 4 points back.
All right, that is going to do it for the points. Now, of course, only the top 12 in points make it into the chase after round 10 of the regular season. Well, after tonight, we're only going to have 5 more races in the regular season for these drivers to get up inside that top 12 to hopefully have a chance to get that champion, that driver's champion. So a lot of competition, a lot of stiff competition out here, a lot of newcomers proving themselves, and a lot of your others that have came in, they are improving. So still, Stephen, a lot of competition here this evening. But we're going to step away, play the national anthem. Don't go anywhere. Qualifying to the drivers' meeting and team points coming up right after this.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran past, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land another prayer. just to say, stand in the plane, the U.S. of A. Oh, say, just that star, spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free. In the home of
Alrighty, folks, welcome back. Qualifying is underway. Getting down to the last minute here in a qualifying. We still have some drivers out here putting in a time. Joshua Gillian putting in a time here. Looks like he is going to call it down, but Brody Hayes going to go into 7th. But man, we have got to talk about this qualifying time by the number 16 of GT Hawkins. Steven, you noticed it here. Man, a screaming 29.880, the only driver in the 29s.
Yeah, man, that's wild. You got, for a while there, Rhett Nichols was second with that 30.1, so almost 2/10 faster. From your pole sitter here. I mean, still sitting a 1/10.5, almost a 1/10.5 faster than William Hartman in second. But yeah, that's a pretty quick lap there.
Whew, man, I don't even know how he did it. We'll have to talk to him here a little bit, see how he did it. But let's go ahead.
I said, yeah, for sure. I need that speed secret.
Oh, wow. Excuse me, folks. Well, let's get down here to the team point standings here coming in tonight. And I believe, Steven, you have the Truck Series team points.
That I do, and they are coming down the pipe. Sitting in first, you have Primetime Motorsports at 236 points. Second, Hyperdrive Motorsports at 229 points. Third, Maverick Motorsports at 228. Fourth is Downforce Motorsports at 222. Fifth is Samson Motorsports at 219. Sixth is Jacob Bell Racing, 217. Seventh is Proformance Motorsports at 189. Eighth is Performance Motorsports, 178. And rounding out those truck points is Virtual Racing Alliance in ninth with 147 points.
Now, that is the Truck Series team points. Of course, every week we do go over the overall team points, which will decide that team championship at the end of the season for all. That it will be decided after round 5 of the chase of the Cup Series. So please stay tuned for that all the way in March. We still got to get through the rest of 2019 and the first part of 2020. So we got time here, folks. But the overall team points here, Samson Motorsports in first with 1106. The defending champions, team champions. So they're right now up front. Virtual Racing Alliance, one of the new teams coming in this season. Currently running in second, 1049. Maverick Motorsports in third, 1026. Performance Motorsports in fourth, 1025. Primetime Motorsports in fifth, 1015. Downforce Motorsports in sixth, 990. Jacob Bell Racing in seventh, 948. Performance Motorsports in 8th, 903, and Hyperdrive Motorsports in 9th, with 880. So the team championship points. I mean, we're only halfway through the season after tonight, Steven. Anything can change. But right now, Samson Motorsports has got a good lead over VRA.
Yeah, they're looking real solid here. Like you said, VRA, brand new team coming in, sitting second in points, doing awesome. But one bad week for a team, and your team points are gone, and it gets wild fast.
Yes, it does. Now let's take a look here real quick who we have in chat. Of course, coming in, moderating the chat as usual. Now a moderator for MaxSpeedTV, Racing Fan 99. Thank you for showing up. Carlos, although he is in chat, or he was earlier, he has actually made it into the race here tonight as a standby driver. So glad to have him out there. My buddy DF Williams out there in chat as well. And it looks like we've got some fans of Marcel. I hope that's how you pronounce his name. Out there, China, BR52, and Thiago. So, different newcomers. Appreciate you showing up here tonight, Steven. How many we looking at right now that is tuning in? Do you know?
Tuning in right now, we have 22 actively. I'm sure we'll get quite a few more as we go on.
All right, 22. I'm showing 20 right now, but I'm sure it will go up. Now, they are under a driver's meeting right now. So now would be the time for me and Steven, until they get done, to kind of talk about what you're going to expect here tonight, Steven. You know, on the track, it is Texas, new tire model. Not hot out there like it was last night's race, but yet still very abrasive. Still, it looks like very slick out there. So, what do you expect these drivers here are going to do early on?
I like to say, like I said last night, my interview last night during the K&N race, I'd like to see patience from these guys. And I know some of the guys want to go balls to the wall, off the rip. You just want to hammer it and get to the front. Patience is a big deal here. It's good. It'll take you farther in the race. You'll be able to avoid the crap shoots that are going to happen. But as far as you're saying with the tires and the grippiness and stuff, a lot of guys have been saying the setup here, it's really loose, real hard to drive. So that should make for a good time. And with the new tire model, it's a lot more, I want to say, I can't even think of the word. It's a lot worse on that right front. Getting down in those turns and overdriving and stuff and sliding up, you're not only losing speed, but now you're going to burn up that right front a lot faster. I like that tire window of 25 laps. Last night we could get some pretty good tire runs, but it's going to be, I think it's going to come down to being patient and your pit strategy towards the end.
So if you're out there racing, what would you do early on? I mean, 135 laps, that's a lot of laps here at Texas. So you're going to have to pit. You can't make it all the way. I mean, that's 135 laps. So what do you do early on? Do you just ride the back, fill out the track, see how much tire you can and can't use? Or do you just go all out and get up front, or try to get up front and get that clean air and get some space between you and the other drivers?
If I were driving here in this truck, as what everybody's been saying, as loose as it is and everything, I'm expecting to see a couple cautions early. So my strategy, I would ride the back. Of course, don't go lap down. Don't ride so slow you're really getting ate up and stuff by the leaders. But I would definitely feel out the track, let natural selection take its course, and take a couple of these drivers out early. That's always the case. It's awful to see, but it usually happens. So I'd let that take its effect. When I'm running, I usually get racy the last 50 laps or so. You know, I like to cruise and kind of stay in a good spot. I'd give myself enough room to do what I have to if a big pileup happens in front of me and I have time. But then get racy, probably 50 laps to the end or so. I would start definitely going a little harder. But now would be a good time to see what you can do on these tires and see how hard you can push. You know, run 5-10 laps real hard, see what the tires look like, and just go from there.
So just kind of just take it easy early on, basically.
Yeah, sorry, I added all that other nonsense.
Hey, yeah, that's fine. Hey, more stats the merrier. Hey, that's what we're here for, to give everybody out there some good old thinking time, you know. So yeah, you know, just take it easy, be patient. That's going to be key. We do have a full field here tonight, and I'm seeing a lot of stats in chat out there that Thiago is given, as well as China is given about Carlos. So, I mean, even though Carlos cannot qualify, currently starting back here toward the back, we'll, of course, know all that when it gets, you know, when they grid up. But knowing all of that, Carlos, he could be another driver to watch out here tonight.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of this stuff, a lot of this talk and chat about him. I'm really excited to see what he can do out here. I don't know if someone would clarify, is this a real life thing that we're talking Carlos has run in the past and stuff? But I'd like to see what he can do out here. Ask you a random question here. Who's your pick to win this one?
Oh, you're gonna steal my question. Really? Oh man. Now we're gonna have
I had to steal a little thunder.
Oh, you're stealing my question. Well, you know, man, it is so hard to pick here at Extreme Motorsports, to pick a driver, because you just never know who's gonna win. We've had 4 different winners this season so far in the Truck Series. So, you know, man, I don't know. I'm gonna have to stick with the top 10 here. Somebody in the top 10 probably. I mean, I could go back toward the back, but you know, I'm just gonna have to pick one here. You know, I'm gonna go with the number 99 of Jarrett Lipster here tonight, starting in 10th. You know, I can't really pick, bud. You know, so much competition. So, who's your pick?
I don't know, man. It's always tight. It's always tough to make a pick. I really like GT's qualifying time. And then I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say Jacob Bell's gonna get that back-to-back tonight.
Ah, okay. So you're gonna go for the number 77 of Bell. I know why you did it. No, we won't go there.
Yeah. But, I mean, he's 6th.
Yeah.
Running a 33.2. He seems pretty confident here. You know, I talked to him throughout the week and stuff. Yeah, I like to see the back-to-back guys. I also like to see my team owner win it.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I would love to see a back-to-back. Him, or you know another one I would take would be your winner from last night, who's also a Jacob Bell guy, of course. But Zach Willard.
Zach Willard, yeah.
He is sitting 19th right now, and he had a pretty dominant performance last night in the K&N car, and I definitely wouldn't rule him out driving that truck to the front.
Oh, yeah, and I wouldn't rule out anybody. You know, that's just one of those things. So let's go ahead and pull our pole sitter up here real quick, the number 16 of GT. GT, got a copy?
Yeah, I hear you. How's it going?
It is going fine, man. Well, that screaming qualifying lap there of a 29.880. What did you do?
I think the key to a good qualifying lap with the new tires the way they are is to just put it right on the absolute edge. And I just I felt like I pushed it a lot harder than, I mean, right to where I was not comfortable with it. I mean, it's loose, so that was the difference there, I think.
So talk about being the only driver to get it in the 29s. How does that feel?
I was joking with William. I beat him. I was like, I don't think that's ever happened. He's always faster than me. So now we're looking forward to having our teammates up on the front row. It means a lot.
All right, well, GT, we got to know, man. What's the not necessarily the game plan. We don't we giving out no secrets here, but I mean, how do you tackle a track like Texas?
Well, I mean, we're all still learning what these trucks do, and the arrow's a little goofy right now. The tires are completely new to us, so I mean, I don't really have a game plan necessarily. I know that I got burned last week by pitting with 5 or so laps to go, so that's something to keep in mind too. Tire wear's different now.
Yeah, it sure is. All right, GT. Well, less than a minute and a half left to go. Good luck down there, man. 135 laps here tonight. Yeah, you guys are going to be putting down about 2 laps a minute, roughly. It's going to be close. So, man, good luck.
Thanks. Have a good race.
Well, Steven, getting the pole does not necessarily mean you're going to get the win. We've seen a lot happen this season when you get the pole.
Yeah, absolutely. Wasn't it? I believe our pole sitter last night was involved in one of the first cautions during the K&N race. I think Andrew Jump, if I remember correctly, I believe he was the pole sitter last night. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he was involved in the first or second caution, and that definitely tore up his night.
Yeah, it did. Well, less than 30 seconds to go. Before we get them on the grid here, folks, we want to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight. Thiago, Bob, Katie joining us here tonight. Katie Dugas, Monte Ricker, TKFTRD. That's a long word there. Calling me a sexy beast as usual. I have no idea why. But
there's never anything wrong with that.
I guess not. Monte Ricker joining us here. So, man, 28 viewers here tonight. Let's grid them up here, folks.
Looks awesome. Love to see these viewers come out and support us. And, we all enjoy what we do. None of this would really be happening without these viewers, man. They make this show what it is. And
yep.
Sounds like we're gonna have some trouble from old Katie down there in the chat.
One of the co-commentators here on MaxSpeedTV coming on board, helping us out. So great to have her, but great to have you two up here, Steven, and everybody else. But let's grid them up here. GT Hawkins grabbing the pole with a screaming 29.880. Congratulations to GT getting that pole. William Hartman going to be starting on that outside of him here this evening. Rhett Nichols in third, Garrett Heat fourth, Willie Nelson fifth, Jacob Bell sixth. Whoa. Brody Hayes seventh, Curtis Vollmer eighth, Dwayne Dunn ninth, and Jarrett Lipster going to be 10th. Steven.
You'll have Jerry Glenn sitting 11th, Cody Lipstruer 12th, Timothy Zayas 13th, Jeff Glockner 14th, Blair Patterson 15th, Scott Brooks 16th, Paul Irvin 17th, Andrew Jump 18th, Zach Willard 19th, Casey Duncan rounding out your top 20.
All right, Orlando Rivera 21st, Cody McFadden 22nd, Justin Hansen 23rd, Douglas Carlson 24th, Darren Bruce 25th, Brandon Freeze 26th, Cale Gale not qualifying 27th, Jeffrey Marble 28th, Nick Hunt admitting here tonight respectively 29th, and Mike Franklin will start 30th.
Then you have Carlos Maciel. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm in the same boat as you. We're going to have to get some clarification on that. Carlos Maciel 31st, Douglas Hess 32nd, Shad Curran 33rd, Josh Mayu 34th, Randy Perdue 35th, Joshua Gillen 36th, Brandon Ketchum 37th, Jeremy Horn 38th, Tommy Yamasi 39th, Ron Miller 40th, Gary Wells 41st, and Bradley Wetzel 42nd, and good old Don Kidder down there at the bottom.
Don Kidder helping Nick Hunt up there in the admin tower, as well as the boss man himself up there, Rick Donathan, helping him out too. So glad to see Rick, Don, and Nick up there doing what they do up there in that admin tower.
Yeah, those guys were awesome. They do an awesome job running these leagues. It's I've been a part of a couple leagues here and there, and I've never been a part of a league that's so organized and so structured, and you know, the admins are so unbiased. It's a great league. I would recommend it to anyone that iRaces.
Yes, sir. All right, well, making their way into turns 3 and 4 here tonight. We're going to get this show on the road here. Tighten those belts one more time. Pace car is off. GT William on the loud pedal. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We're racing at Texas, boys and girls.
Yeah, it seems like everything's filing out pretty nicely here. You got a couple guys stuck on the outside. Jacob Bell and one other, I can't see the number. There they go. They have falled in, and we're single file here.
All right. Oh, they're single file. I think after the race last night, you know, we're only on lap 2 here. GT going to lead that first lap with William Hartman behind him. After the race last night, as I was saying, I think they're aware at what can happen early as the 36 and 64 almost make contact.
Yeah, I'm here. Zach Willard making his way through the field. He's up one spot now, making a pretty good pass on the inside there.
Okay, you might not be live because he's fallen back to 19th now. I got it back here running behind the 85 as he dives it low below the 91 of old Daddy Patterson, Blair Patterson on the outside on the backstretch.
Maybe I'm just misreading something. It's been a long day. Got to be back at work at 2 in the morning, you know.
Oh.
But it's okay. I'm gonna have
it's
some
good.
fun and enjoy this.
Ooh! The 7 of Duncan, the 2 of Freeze, almost contact. Side by side behind them, Kel Gale, and the 82 of Mike Franklin. Are we gonna go 3 wide here, folks, already? It doesn't look like it.
It gets wild fast here, that's for sure.
Yes, it does. Well, I'm watching the 151 here of Jeffrey Marble to the inside of the 7. GT's still holding up front there. He's going to make the pass on that 7. He is going to bring the 82 of Mike Franklin right along with him, coming out of turn number 2 onto the backstretch.
Yeah, this should be a...
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say this should be some fun racing. Real good start, clean start. I guess guys are still trying to feel it out a little, you know, see where everyone's sitting. But other than that, man, that was a pretty good start, and have some nice green flag runs hopefully tonight.
Yep, just checking on some of the drivers toward the back of the field here. Looks like everybody pretty much staying.
Yeah, they're all settling in real nice here.
Yeah, they are. All right, we'll see the 3 wide before it's over with, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I'm sure a lot of these guys probably, you know, the cool thing about these teams are a lot of these guys spot for guys in different leagues, so I'm sure quite a few of them saw what kind of chaos can ensue here at Texas.
Yes. Oh, we got the first caution of the evening. Where did that happen at? Oh, Gary Wells Wheels in the number 28. Okay, what happened to Gary? Oh, coming out of 4, cutting across the grass. Looks like he comes back up onto the track, right back down into the hard, into that inside wall, right back up onto the racing surface, and in front of traffic, and that engine of the 28 of Gary Wells is gone.
Yeah, man, that's a hard start. You're so close, you know, you feel good about your run and everything, and you just get that heartbreak early in the race, and it just tears you up.
All right. Well, do you think they come down pit road here? Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I don't know what they would do here.
Doesn't look like they are making their way down pit road. Rick Donathan in chat. We all know Rick. He talks in caps.
That he does. He also talks in caps in person, so it's kind of his thing.
Yeah.
Awesome guy though, man. I've actually spent some time with Rick. Sat down and talked to him. He actually lives in a town just 20 minutes from me. So yeah, great guy. Awesome to sit there and talk to. Fun one to pick your brain. You ought to see his rig. His rig is nice.
Okay. All right, got a nice rig, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he's building it himself too. It's one of those. It's self-made. Got awesome setup on it.
All right. Well, yeah, we know he's been talking about it, so you know. All right. Well, it looks like we had some takers down pit road, and about 16th on back came down, but first through 15th. Did not come down. We have some that stayed out. So I mean, what do you think? What do you think they're gonna do? I mean, with those tires, do you think it's an extreme fall off, or do you think they're gonna be okay?
I don't know. We're 10 laps in, 11 laps in now. What'd we do? 8-lap run there or so? 7-lap run there. So I don't think it really didn't look like anybody was pushing that hard. I don't think they wore them out that bad, but definitely I'm a big fan of taking when you can. You know, you never know when that green flag run is gonna come, and you get stuck on those old tires.
Yeah.
With those laps on them, and you got guys running the fresh tires, man, it can change a race.
Yes, it can. Sure. Well, we're not going to interview anybody early on. You know, we want to see. I don't know if they've really got anything figured out after, you know, I would say 9 laps. I mean, they could have, but we're going to give it some time here.
One of my picks is up 5 spots, though. Zach Willard started 19th, running 14th, so that's good news for me.
But you only get one. You only get one pick.
Man. It's so hard. It's so hard to choose.
I don't make the rules. I just follow them.
Well, we can change them a little. You know, this is max speed. We do.
Well, all right. They're going to get the one to go that time by. Which side is GT Hawkins going to? It looks like he's going to choose that outside line.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot of guys have taken that outside line. They like it. Get you a good runoff going across the start finish and being able to cut that thing real deep into one. You know, last night we could drive those K&N cars pretty deep in there and make it stick. So it's kind of nice to get you that real high start and drive that thing in there.
Well, all right, Steven. Well, I'm going to let you get him going here. Coming to lap 13 of 135.
Yep, hopefully I'm live. It says live, but coming into turn 3 here.
You're live.
Okay. I don't know, man. I feel like technical difficulties. You got to love them, right? Pace car getting ready to dive off here. Coming out of 4 now. Pace car takes off down to pit road, waiting for him to fire. He is on the loud pedal, and we are back green.
Well, GT Hawkins and William Hartman both on the loud pedal there. Both of them for Maverick Motorsports, teammates up front, running 1 and 2. And you know they are working together early on right now.
Oh, yeah, and they're looking good doing it. These guys are...
Oh, a caution out already. What? Oh, the number 40 of Joshua Gillian involved. Man. Look, we're going to go back here and take a look at what happened to the 40. And this was on the restart, Steven.
Yeah, I figured there'd be a couple quick ones of guys just trying to get everything figured out. For some reason, I'm not able to look at these replays. It's kind of weird. It's almost like a blinker.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
And I can't see any of these replays. This is making it.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, right. Okay, the 36. Okay, the 36, it looks like, of Justin Hansen going to, looks like he's just going to lose it. As we rewind it here. Looks like he is just going to lose it coming into turn number 1 and maybe out of 2. So Justin Hansen comes down. Oh, right there, comes down. Going to come down behind the 86, it looks like, and then shoots right back up hard into the outside wall. The number 40 of Joshua Gillian locks it down to try to dodge it. And, Justin Hansen is automatically gone. It looks like he towed to pit road. Joshua Gillian was able to get it back going, but it looks like he is now on pit road as well.
Yeah, this is... don't want to say I told you so, but I definitely, I had a feeling this is how it was going to be, you know, everything new that's going on and stuff like that. I feel like there was going to be a couple early cautions, guys just trying to get everything figured out and worked out, but we're going to get it.
Well, yeah, they'll get it. They'll figure it out for sure. Well, let's go ahead and pull somebody down here, shall we? Might as well, right?
Yes, sir. Sounds like a plan.
All right, let me see if I can find old Jerry Glenn. Oh, I found him. Went right to the room. Wow. Jerry Glenn, Josh for the booth. Got a copy.
I got you, Joshua. How's it going, sir?
That is going fantastic up here, but, man, we're still early here tonight. Couple of cautions here. How's that track down there? How's the truck?
The track's fine. The truck is sideways, but other than that, it's good.
Is it loose or is it just with those cold tires?
It's just the cold tires. After about 5-6 laps, it starts coming in pretty good. 10 laps or so more, it's pretty manageable. I'm curious to see how I stopped and pitted that last time, just because I want to see if it makes a difference on the long run compared to the guys that didn't stop in front of me.
Oh, okay. So a little bit of kind of an early strategy trying to play out here.
Yes, sir. Just to see what makes a difference. We don't have enough, long runs on these new tires to see, how much of a difference it's going to make, or if they just even out and be the same. Who knows? But we'll find out. Hopefully, if we can get a long green run here.
All right. Well, hey, man, just got to do what you can early on. I mean, because you never know what's going to happen. You can go green flag from here on out. You don't know.
you don't know. That's right. So, it's just a bit of a strategy, just to find out what's going to happen, and so you can know what to expect later on down the race.
All right, Jerry, we'll let you get back to your team down there, Primetime Motorsports, man. Good luck.
Thanks, sir.
Well, all right, Steven. Yeah, I think right now it's still really too early to tell. They haven't had that long green flag run like Jerry's saying, so they really don't know.
Yeah, it definitely makes a difference when you get to those long green flag runs. You just, at this point, you have no idea what the tire fall off is. You really don't know what your fuel is going to look like either, and all that definitely comes into play when it comes down to those final 35 laps.
Yes, it is. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and pull him up here. See him pop down there and staging here real quick. We're going to get going back green flag racing here, so we'll get to that number 18 of Rick Donovan here in just a second. They are going to be on the back stretch here. Teammates up front still, GT Hawkins and William Hartman. Will Nelson in looks like third, Rhett Nichols fourth, and Jacob Bell in fifth. Going to round out that top five here. Coming to lap 18 here. We've already had a few cautions, but you know, these guys will get it figured out, hopefully. I've seen these guys go from a couple of cautions and then green flag all the way to, you know, everything in between. So I know these guys can do it, but they're not used to that tire model. So we're just going to have to wait and see. Pace car dives off. GT Hawkins, William Hartman, both simultaneously side by side across the stripe. And we're green flag racing here again at lap 18 of 135.
Yeah, it's interesting. Just kind of watching these guys get filed out here. A couple of them getting a little loose, coming off of 2 there, but no problems yet.
No problems yet. Still side-by-side racing back here. Rick, I see you up there, buddy. We still got action. How are you doing, man? And he ain't talking.
Gotta love
Hey,
it.
what, doing good here tonight here at Texas Motor Speedway. These guys here came here today ready to have a good race. And I tell you, Joshua, Steven, great to see you up here in the booth here with us. How's that baby there, Steven?
Man, I tell you what, that baby's gonna be the death of me, but I love her to death.
For some of the folks out there that don't know, Steven is not new at being a daddy, but just had a new baby. So we want to give him a big congratulations there. And how's Mama doing at home?
Mama's pretty solid. I really, hate to put it out there, but me and the mother of the 2 kids are no longer together, unfortunately. Better off doing our own thing, but everyone's good. Family's great. Love them all to death still. So. Fantastic. Well, sometimes we just need a little bit of a break there to recuperate our marbles. But I tell you, Texas Motor Speedway here tonight, Steven. A lot of competition out here on the track. Right now, GT Hawkins is really showing his muscle out there on the track. William Hartman, always a fan favorite here at Texas Motor Speedway. And we definitely can't forget about Willie Nelson out there. Definitely a strong competitor. Not only a strong competitor, but a really cool name, too.
Absolutely. Joshua, who's your pick here for tonight?
Well, I actually picked the number 99 here tonight, Jarrett Lipster.
Jarrett Lipster is definitely a good pick out there. And I tell you, those guys at Jacob Bell Racing, those guys here lately have really built up a lot of momentum. I look to see Jacob Bell up there in the top 5, top 3 here tonight. Tell you, I think Jacob Bell may be one of my picks here for tonight here at Texas Motor Speedway. I believe I will go with number 77 out there of Jacob Bell.
Really?
Well, Rick just takes my pick. But no, I was between 2 guys, and I will gladly take the other one. I'd like to see Zach Willard do it again. He got that win last night, so I feel like he knows the track pretty decently, working his way up there, and I'd like to see him pull off another one. Kind of back-to-back wins, 2 different series, 2 nights.
Well, let me just throw this at you. The only reason why I'm throwing that pick out there is because of the momentum that Jacob Bell Racing has been showing here lately with those guys out there. They're coming off from a strong week from last week. But I tell you, what they're going to be up against, Curtis Vollmer, those guys from Sampson Motorsports, that is definitely a tough group of guys there that are going to be definitely guys to watch out for, to look in the rearview mirror, to be looking around to see where they're out there on the track here in this Northern Capital Truck Series. I tell you, you just can't count anyone out, but there are going to be some names out there that's definitely going to stand out. I look to see Vollmer to be up there in definitely a top 3, top 5 tonight. Definitely competing. That is definitely for sure.
Yeah, them Northern Capital guys, you know, they're the defending champions, Rick and Steven. So they're really right now, they got a lot to I wouldn't say prove, but they're looking to go back to back here. So you really though, Rick, Steven, you can't count out anybody though. The competition is extremely high.
Very, very stiff out here, man. It looks good. The racing's always good.
Tell you what, right now, looking on the inside, right now, Hartman on the inside of Hawkins on the backstretch as they go into turn 3 there. Looks like Hartman's definitely trying to take the lead away from Hawkins, and he's going to take it away.
Yep.
Hartman in the lead, going to lead this lap here on lap 28 as they cross the line there. Hawkins in second place as they go across that line. Willie Nelson is trying to make leadway, closing in that gap there about 2 truck lengths out. And behind Nelson is going to be Brody Hayes. Brody Hayes is definitely showing some muscle out there. Whoa, they got lap traffic coming into lap traffic there. Guys had to really pay attention there, that's for sure. Man, that could have been bad.
Yeah, that really upset this front though. I mean, look at the 16 of GT now. He's got Brody Hayes and the 17 of Rhett Nichols right there on his tail. Willie Nelson also looking. He has led that lap. William Hartman back to his inside, coming out of turn number 2.
Willie Nelson up there. Hartman showing to be back up in the lead, back up on my scoreboard here.
Yes, he is.
As of right now, Hartman trailing, it looks like, well, my scoreboard is going all crazy here as of right now. Showing, okay, now we're back up here. Hartman back up front. Willie Nelson showing to be in third. Hayes in second as of right now. So Hartman's back up there to being the front place runner. Tell you, GT Hawkins almost collecting with that lap traffic earlier. Steven, tell you what, man, I know you got some experience out there racing. You know, what do we expect when we coming up on those lap cars there? What about how much momentum it kills these drivers when they've got to slow up like that?
Yeah, that makes it a tough drive, and you just never know what these lap guys are gonna do. You know, who knows? They might have a teammate out there that you're trying to put a little pressure on, or they might have a teammate they're helping the guy in first put a little pressure on the guy in second. So, I mean, lap cars can play just as much of a factor as a lead lap car here. It's tough. It can definitely kill your momentum very quickly.
Absolutely, and I tell you what, while I'm up in the booth here, joining with you guys here up in the MaxSpeed broadcasting booth here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com, Texas Motor Speedway, with the Northern Capital Truck Series here tonight. We got 135 laps on the board here tonight, Joshua. Lots of competition out on this track.
Yep.
And I tell you, we've already seen quite a few guys showing and flexing that muscle there, as the 37 of right now, Brody Hayes, showing to want to get that lead away from Hartman in the turn 1 there. He's actually got that truck out front. Hartman's going to stick it back with the crossover. Is he going to have enough to try to get the run on him on the inside? No, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to do it. Hayes is going to keep the lead out there. Hartman's going to stay right on that back bumper. He's going to tuck it right back in. The 20 car of Nelson's getting a better show than anybody in the stands right now. Right there on top of him, watching the action. I tell you, action-packed here today. Steven, Joshua, you guys are definitely going to have your hands full here tonight, calling the shots in this race tonight.
Oh, yeah. It's already happening, Rick. I mean, I'm on board right now here with that number 20 all over the back of that 67. And just gives a ride here, the perspective of what Texas looks like as he just edges ever slow. Now diving it to the inside of the 67 of William Hartman. Willie Nelson trying to take second place here, and he's going to do it before exiting turn 2.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be another night where Josh does something tomorrow with no voice.
Part of it.
Hartman back there trailing in third place position right now. Nelson up there in the second place position, trailing at about 1 car length, bringing that in onto about a half a car length. Brody Hayes looking good up there in the lead right now with that 37 Chevrolet out there. No sponsors on the side of that truck. I tell you what, that is a good way to get some TV time there. Anybody out there looking to put a name on the side of that truck, he's got lots of space out there to put some words out there into the world of auto racing, I guess you could say there, Joshua.
Yeah, and it's just not, if it doesn't matter what kind of sponsorship or whatever, if you're wanting to sponsor a truck, get it out there in the world, whether it be on iRacing. I mean, it ain't just regular people that is on this. We've got some pros here too.
I'll tell you what, I want to take just a few moments here to come in and thank all of our awesome Extreme fans, starting to see some of those same names every night of the week here. Carlos Macy's in the house with us here, Racing Fan 99RF99. DF Williams, good to see you again here. Diego TF18, China BR52, glad to see you. That's definitely a new name. Joshua Gilliland joining us here tonight. Rick Christensen, I don't know if I got that right, but I hope I did. Appreciate you being here tonight. GM's M1600, Ed Morris, of course. I don't know if that's the son or the dad, but of course we appreciate him being here, rooting for his fellow competitors. Monty Rickard in the house here. PKFTRD1, glad to see you again. Katie Dugas, I see you're in the house, but don't see a whole lot of action going on. Hey, girl, you need to get out here, get these girls on here. We need to get the girl power going on. That's for sure. Alan Hilton sitting back, watching his fellow competitors out here racing, rooting for Performance Motorsports. Bob Carroll, appreciate you joining us here tonight. I'm not even going to even try to pronounce that. DiPaolo, appreciate you being here, brother. Thank you very much. And Tony Dorsey, appreciate you being here. Kayla Beasley, there's girl power. Love to see it. Tony Dorsey. Hope I don't miss anybody. Brendan Carroll. And I tell you, Diachi, Davey Hendricks. And I tell you, hey, that senior out there, and Monty Rickard. Okay, appreciate you correcting me there, Monty. Appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in here with us each and every night. Hey, can we get a like out there? If you haven't reached over and hit that like button over there, we do it for their support out here, for these guys that are tuning in here tonight, that's out here racing for you guys. We got almost 40 cars out here on the track tonight. They come out, they look at the all of the statements and all of the conversation that you guys are rooting them on. They come back, they watch this, they look at those big thumbs up, how many they've got, and I tell you, man, it means a lot to them. So you guys have such an impact on what these guys are out here doing out on the track, and you guys are awesome, and we appreciate everything you guys do for them. Joshua, hope I didn't take anything away from your booth here tonight. I'm going to go step over here and take a look at you. What's on the buffet table up here in the booth tonight?
I don't have anything.
Well, now, wait a minute. Yeah, you explained to me on the budget you got a big buffet table.
Unfortunately, it didn't happen tonight. I had to go find me another co-commentator. You know how that goes. Steven took it off. We'll blame it on Steven tonight.
Again, Steven, we appreciate you being up here. I tell you what, it looks like we definitely have a lead change. Paul Irvin up in the lead right now. Timothy Zayas showing to be in second place position. And, of course, Jerry Glenn had him up in the booth here earlier tonight, showing to be in third place right now. So those guys, I believe we've had a tire change. Obviously, our first green flag pit stop here this evening.
Yep, the green flag pit stops are happening. So they're actually now, Rick, getting it figured out. They're trying to see what they can and can't do. This is right here is what's really going to show how the rest of this race progresses.
did have a little action down there while you guys were talking. Zach Willard lost it a little, didn't bring out a caution, but Zach Willard lost it a little coming off of 4 there and got stuck in the wall down there on pit lane. Looks like he had to tow, so that's a tough break.
Man, yeah, you don't want to see anybody tow for sure, because it can go anywhere between a couple of seconds of towing to, well, I've seen it as high as almost 2.5 minutes. So I don't know exactly what how iRacing deems that, but
yeah, I would say
man,
depending on track size and everything. Good news is they didn't have to come get him very far. He was stuck in the wall on pit lane, so didn't have to go very far with that truck at all.
Well, all right, looking here at who's pitted and who hasn't. Paul Irvin currently running up front all the way back to KC Duncan, currently running in that 12th position, down to Carlos Maciel into 16th. Has not made the pit stop, as well as Tommy Yamasi running back here in 22nd. So right now, different strategies, different pit cycles, different things going on. We're not drivers, but it looks like Paul Irvin in the number 88 now coming down pit road. That's going to give the lead up to Ron Miller in second.
Yeah, we're just going to have to keep our eye on these pit cycles and see where everyone comes out here. It's going to definitely... Well, there it is.
Oh, we got a caution. Who was that? Bradley Wetzel, the 122 of Wetzel. Well, let's go back here and take a look at what happened to Bradley Wetzel here real quick. Oh, coming out of 4. Rip orange cone. He comes it across the grass. Tries to save it. Comes back up on the track. How in the world did the number 23 dodge that? I have no idea. But the 122 going to get it down below. Tries to get it back going again and loses it and comes right back up on the racing surface. The 99 of Lipster Jarrett T-boning the 122. Both of them engines let go at the exact same time as the 122 does a helicopter and then comes down, hits that inside wall. Jarrett Lipster and the 122 of Bradley Wetzel involved in that. And now I believe everybody else is going to be coming down pit road.
That's going to reshape the whole thing here, see, because you had those guys that just pit, I mean, what, a lap ago?
Yep.
So I don't think they'll be hurting too bad on tires staying out here. Good that they got that done under green, and everything should cycle through, and a lot of lead lap cars here.
All right, yeah, it looks like everybody is cycling through. That's going to give the lead up to tuning up the band, Willie Nelson up there in first, Brett Nichols second, William Hartman back to third, GT Hawkins in fourth, Jacob Bell currently running in fifth. That's the top 5. Garrett Heat 6, Paul Irvin 7th, Mike Franklin 8th, Josh Mayu, he is one of the standby drivers, currently running up here in 9th, coming off of pit road now onto the backstretch, and Brandon Freeze in the number 2, coming from 26th, cracking the top 10.
Yeah, this is wild. I'm really glad to see those green flag stops. It really kind of shows you how it's going to do. Those guys got a little bit better feel of what those tires are going to do and what fuel's going to look like. I mean, I don't think fuel's going to be anywhere near as bad as tires when it comes to the use and stuff like that. So I think it's really just going to be a tire game here tonight.
And I believe you are correct, Steven. We talk about the tires, that new tire model. We talk about it, and we talk about it for pretty much a lot of you know, in each and every race. Not much in the Xfinity. They're still on that old tire model, but you know, the K&N trucks and the Cup, it's there.
Yeah, I think it threw a lot of people for a loop. It's awesome that they, you know, continue to make this service more realistic and more better. Whoo, boy, been one of them days. Better. So it just makes for better racing.
Yes, it is. Well, here in about, I would say, in about 15 laps or so, we are going to be at that halfway mark here. 60-something laps, I do believe. That'll be the half.
68?
67 and a half, 68, somewhere around in there. So we are getting down to the halfway mark here tonight, and these drivers know it. They know that it's coming down to that halfway mark.
Yeah, I definitely expect to see guys get a little more racy here. Some guys are going to turn up now. Some might wait a little later, but I definitely feel like we're going to get a little more racy from here on out throughout the race, and you know, really see it those last 50, 35 laps whenever guys really start to kick it in and get moving.
All right, on the back stretch here, Willie Nelson, the 17 of Rhett Nichols. They're going to be getting them going here, 1 and 2. GT, William Hartman, 3rd and 4th. Jacob Bell in 5th. Get them going, Steven.
All right, well, we are halfway through 3 and 4 here. These guys, as he's got to tighten up. Gotta love it when they get a little bumpy here on the restart. Pace car getting ready to dive off. He is off here, waiting on the leader to go. He takes off, and we are green once again.
Tuning up the band on the loud pedal, but here comes the 67, all the way up to the 17 of Rhett Nichols. William Hartman diving it back low. GT Hawkins following in right behind his teammate there. They are trying to get second right here. They're really trying to get back up there. Oh, the 88. We got wreck happening back here, folks. The 88 of Paul Irvin smoking on the backstretch. No caution here tonight. Well, we are going to go back and take a look here at what happened to the 88 of Paul Irvin on the restart of this race.
Gotta love those cautions, man. They'll throw you for a loop. You know, something happens, you don't get that caution, and it can end your night so quickly.
Yep. The cautions are thrown by iRacing. They're not thrown by the admins. So if iRacing doesn't deem it a caution, it is not going to throw it. So we see here the 88 coming out of 2, hard into the inside of wall, and right there, his engine it wasn't even really, I mean, it was a hard lick, but it didn't look like it would do that to that 88 of Paul Irvin, but unfortunately, it did. It might have ended his night here tonight.
Yeah, he definitely grabbed him a little apron there. About halfway through the turn, I think that's what kind of loosened him up. You know, as long as they stay off the racing surface, you're not going to get that caution, and that can definitely hurt. He definitely did not go back up onto the racing surface. Good job keeping it down there, not collecting. You know, could have been catastrophic for a lot of people.
Yes. Yes, it could. All right, lap 56. Coming to 57 here momentarily. We've got a battle back here, though. Andrew jumped the 37, getting around. The 37 is going to be Brody Hayes, currently 1 lap down. So that was not for position, but yet still getting around him. The 94.
Keep fighting for that lucky dog, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, exactly. Scott Brooks losing a couple of positions here. Cody Lipster going to get around him. Casey Duncan and Ron Miller are going to go at it. The 35 and the 7 for 12th.
Yeah, these guys are side by side and going to be there going into one. It looks like Ron Miller's got the edge there, and he's going to make a pretty good pass before they even exit the turn.
Oh, Ron got a little bit loose there. Oh! So did the 96. Still keeping a close eye. Well, back up to the lead. GT Hawkins in the number 16. Willie going to go back to second. Rhett Nichols in third. William Hartman in fourth. We've seen this once before.
These battles are just so much fun to watch, man. These guys keep going at it, keep going at it. You know, it makes for some really good racing, but it also makes for good racing behind them, because as they battle, you know, they're a little slower than that guy in third and fourth that's just open air running. So it definitely tightens up that front pack a little more when these guys battle it out for the lead.
Yes, sir, Rick. Well, I see Rick working hard in chat there. I know Rick is still up here with us. He didn't do much talking, but he's still up here. He's probably doing Rick things.
Oh, yeah. I'm here. Absolutely, man. I just, you know, I definitely want to keep in good communication with our fan base out there. And, of course, we got questions and so forth. Definitely want to try to help out the most we can and keep people informative as far as what we've got going on over here at Extreme Motorsports. We do, you know, Joshua, and as you were talking a little earlier, Stephen, we've got so much that we do have going on over here. It is a lot to keep up with. And, you know, sometimes I run out of notebook paper myself and have to double check myself just to keep up with everything that's going. But, yeah. I like to keep everybody informed and want to keep everybody informed. Hey, make sure to tune in on Sundays to our XM99 podcast. That's a fantastic way to get informed as far as what's going on within ExtremeMotorsports99.com. We're talking about the drivers. We're talking about the team owners. We're talking about the sponsorships. What's in the works here at Extreme Motorsports. What's in the works for the future, what's in the pipeline, what are the things going on over here, what are the drivers doing, what the teams are looking to do. You know, this is not a podcast where we're talking about Jimmy Johnson or Dale Earnhardt Jr. We don't have time for that. We've got so much going on over here within our organization and with our community. We spent about a good hour talking about our guys. And, you know, I believe, Josh, an hour is good enough to stop at that point and kind of regroup for the next following week. And definitely want to see these guys tune in each Sunday for our podcast. And eventually we'll get to that point where we can have these callers to be able to call in, and they've got questions. We can start answering calls from some of the people that tune in from us out there.
Oh, yeah, it's a great interaction for sure. You know, you get some inside stuff that you wouldn't normally get. You know, a lot of things happen on the podcast. A lot of questions asked that you wouldn't see asked on a regular broadcast. So, there's a lot of information, folks, when it comes to a podcast. So, yeah, tune in 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Central over on the Extreme Motorsports and 99.com YouTube. You know, a lot of information with the guys, so, hey, it's there. Yeah, Rick, I couldn't have said it any better.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, folks, I got Katie Dugas out there. Dugas is out there helping us with interacting with our fan base out there. And, hey, we're always looking to get 30 likes. Need 30 likes. That's our goal. That's what we try to shoot for every week now. We've got to set goals. We've got to achieve those goals. Help us get those 30 thumbs up tonight. If you haven't hit that like button, please hit that like button. Let's get those 30 likes. So definitely let these guys know how much you appreciate watching them race, how much you appreciate these broadcasters up in the booth here with Stephen Dean up in the booth tonight. Your main not your main admin, but your main broadcaster, Joshua Medlock. He puts a lot of time into this week to week, season after season, and he handles all of our broadcasting for us here. And Joshua, you do a fantastic job, man, and we appreciate everything you do for us. I love coming up, hanging out with you every once in a while. And Stephen, appreciate you being up here tonight with him and helping him out, and good to see you up here.
Yes, sir. It's been fun. It's always a great time up here with old Josh. have a party. Did you, Rick? Did you ever figure out what he put on that buffet?
No, I don't think he ordered a buffet. He must have. I will have to figure out what he did with them extra dollar bills. So we'll talk about that after the race.
All right, I bought me a steak with it. Sorry, Rick.
So, but hey, I tell you what, it looks like Tommy Haynes out there. Joshua is definitely asking
Yeah.
about the podcast, and Tommy, we'll direct those questions. Now, keep in mind, I know that Stephen Dean was helping out with that podcast. He ran into a little bit of a tight situation with his scheduling with the new baby that came in. Joshua came in, kind of took over that podcast. Katie is helping him week to week on that podcast there. We've got Gary Wells has come in and helped out with that podcast. So, Tommy, looking to be out there on that podcast, reach out to Joshua, Katie, and anybody else out there listening. Get these guys, get in touch with them. We get you guys lined up because we want you out there. We want you to be able to tell the folks out there a little bit about you and your team, what you're about, and your sponsors and so forth. That is what this is all about. So appreciate each and every one of you being out here tonight. I'm going to get out of here for tonight, and I don't want to take y'all's booth up anymore. Fantastic race.
Yes, it is, Rick. And of course, before you go here, a big shout out yet again as we are over that halfway mark here tonight for the Northern Capital Truck Series for Extreme Motorsports and 99.com. Northern Capital taking over the Truck Series for the head sponsor for the Truck Series, and we got to thank them, for coming on board and being that sole sponsor here tonight.
Absolutely, the big sponsor taking on the Truck Series as the title sponsor, and it's a phenomenal thing here. I spoke to Mr. Vollmer about that, and hopefully we're looking at a long relationship, bringing Northern Capital on with our Truck Series, and I think it's going to be a good relationship for the both of us.
I do believe it will, Rick. Well, Rick, glad to have you up here, buddy. It's always great to have you up here and putting your 2 cents in here on the broadcast. But I know you're busy, man. You got a lot of work you got to do too.
Yes, sir. Got to go. Got to get busy.
All righty, bud. We'll catch you later, man. See you tomorrow night.
All righty.
Well, all right. Well, back to the racing here, and I've been strumming through. Steven, they've got really spread out here. There's some passing going on, but these tires really falling off here. They're really not, bumper to bumper, neck and neck, door to door, as you would normally see a space really in between everybody.
Yeah, man, it's been some good racing. Like you said, everybody's starting to spread out. These tires are starting to do different things for different people. The way they're driving into these corners, the wear, everything else. Hopefully here soon we'll be seeing some green flag stops. I don't think it should be too terribly long before we start seeing a round of those again. But yeah, it's nice and settled down. I still don't think it's over. I think we're getting a little racy.
Yeah, I don't think it's over either, Steven. I'm sitting here watching the 96 of Lipster. We got Mike Franklin right up ahead of him. Jeremy Horn, the one I call Martin Truex Jr., right back here, the 78. Josh Bayou still running up here just outside the top 10 of the O2. He's looking pretty strong here too. Curtis Vollmer right here in the 48 Northern Capital Machine. Right behind him, Brandon Ketchum. So we got a good pack of cars right here, pretty much nose to tail.
Yeah, everybody's just kind of playing it safe, it looks right now, Everyone's kind of settling in. We're going to do our thing, and once those pit stops come around, that's where the shakeup will be.
Well, it looks like Brody Hayes coming down pit road as we speak. In the number 37, he's going to slide down to his pit stall there, stop it, making it perfect stop there for him. Didn't have to back up or nothing. So I think it's happening. I think we're seeing some drivers saying, all right, if I pit now, I can probably make it. Well, lap 77 to 135. Tire window 25 to 30. Fuel laps 30 to 40. Oh man, they're pushing it really, really close.
Yeah, I think at this point they're. I don't think anybody's gonna make it. Looks like 77 of Jacob Bell's getting ready to come down as well. I think it's time. I think everybody coming in now, it's still going to be one more stop at least, depending on how these cautions play out and everything like that. So should be a good shakeup here with these stops, and we'll see where everyone funnels out.
Yes, it is. And still, green flag pit stops. Willie Nelson, Rhett Nichols down a pit road, followed by Jacob Bell to the 77, also coming down pit road. And Douglas Hess on pit road as well. So it is happening again for the second time here tonight. Coming to lap number 80 here. We're going to take a look at that caution number here tonight. 3 cautions so far for 9 laps, 57 laps to go. 12 lead changes, though. I mean, that's a pretty good number on lead changes for, you know, the 3 cautions and then, you know, those green flag pit stop. I imagine that number right there probably start going up here as JT Hawkins comes down pit road, followed by the 67 of William Hartman.
Yeah, everybody that got in there and got out, all the stops looked good. Everything looked like it went as planned. So here we go. We're gonna see what happens here, and should be a fun rest of the race. Looks like. I'm thinking one more stop at least. But like again, you know, you never know. Caution. Someone might just want those fresh tires, especially under a caution or something. You just might want that edge, and I think tires here will definitely give you the edge you're looking for.
I believe it will too. I don't know who did it, but we got a dislike there. I'm trolls. Happens all the time. But thank you for the view anyway.
Yeah, you know, you still got that view, even though it was a dislike.
Exactly. That's the way I look at it. Hey, you're going to give me the view. You're going to... Oh! Boy, I almost seen some 3 wide there around William Hartman. Whoo! Garrett Heath coming down pit road. That gave the lead up to Ron Miller. Oh, now you got Katie picking on you there, Steven.
I'm not worried about Katie. She'll be all right. Definitely wasn't me. I'd never dislike one of these. These things are awesome. I love
they
watching
are.
these broadcasts. I love being a part of them. It's great. Next time Katie does one though, just know that dislike was from me.
Tomorrow night, right here on MaxSpeedTV. Just throwing that out there to you, Steven.
Yep. She might be getting it tomorrow. Better be ready for it.
Well, all right. Awesome racing by these guys. Lap 83 of 135. Coming to lap 84. Level 78 in second. GT Hawkins is going to get around the leader of the 35 there. So that's going to put GT back on the lead lap with those tires, as he has already made his pit stop. So really GT right now really doesn't have to worry about going a lap down. You know, if a caution was to come out, as we see the 82 Mike Franklin getting it down there below that line, and it looks like he is going to be coming down pit road in the Vanoy Chevrolet 82 machine.
Yeah, we got some good racing here. Couple guys bunched up going around some lap traffic here. Actually, they are lap traffic going around some of these leaders. You can just tell the difference these tires make. It's incredible.
Looking at it here.
These guys that have already pit are just flying by these guys that have yet to pit, and it's definitely a big difference. This tire game and everything like that. It'll definitely make for some strategy towards the end. You'll definitely have to use your head a little and see where that gets you. Got a caution out now. See if we can't go back here and find this caution.
Oh, that caution is going to change up everything. You know where that came out at?
Who was this one?
Do you know?
Oh, I thought you were excited in telling me.
I didn't see it.
I didn't either. I don't know what happened there. I'm gonna look around here.
All right. Oh, I think it might have been Dwayne Dunn. Might have been involved in that. Oh, we're going to be on here on Dwayne Dunn. I clicked on his name, and he was up into the wall. So let's go over here on Dwayne Dunn. He's on the outside of the number 2, and right there on the 2 and the 39, contact made. That's going to send the 39 of Dwayne Dunn back up into that outside wall here at Texas. I do believe that might be where that caution is going to come out here again tonight.
Just had confirmation from the tower. 39 came down into the 2, and the 39 will be receiving the EOL for this one.
All right. Well, under caution here for the 4th time tonight. Hey, not bad.
Not bad at all. Really good caution count. Been some really good racing. Hopefully everyone out there is really enjoying it. You guys are putting on a great show.
Yes, they are. All right, well, right now, Rhett Nichols up front, GT in 2nd, William Hartman in 3rd, Ron Miller 4th, and Jeremy Horn going to round out the top 5 here as they get everything reset here. So how about we get another interview in here real quick? Oh, how about we go get...
I think we ought to take Rick's pick for the night.
Rick's pick. Oh,
Oh,
Jacob Bell. Well, it's coming down pit road. Oof. I don't like disturbing them when they're coming down pit road.
Hopefully it'll be a quick stop. He said he's been on it tonight. Good looking car, still clean. Clean stops, everything. He's been doing everything right tonight for sure.
All right, Jacob Bell on pit road as we speak. Rhett Nichols up front. It looks like Jacob Bell, he is going to be pulling out right. Well, let's go ahead and get him up here, shall we, since he's made his pit stop there. Jacob Bell, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Jacob currently running back here in 14th, started 6th. Man, it looks like it is a handful out there tonight. Talk about your racing and, coming down to the, I would say, the final laps. We've still got several to go, but coming down to the final laps, per se, man, what is it going to take?
Yeah, it is definitely slick out there. Track's a lot of fun, but it is, like everybody I'm sure has been telling you, it is pretty slick. We were having a good run, and then that caution came out right when we were behind the, guy who was staying out there, so we had to take the lucky dog. But if we had been able to pass him, we probably would have been, sitting top 3 right now. But we'll take it. We'll start at the back of the field here. I think we're going to be 12th or wherever when we get the green and try to make it to the front.
Yes, sir. So, now it's kind of a grit time because it's going to be really, really close on a fuel. But them tires, man, how's them tires holding up as y'all are double file?
Tires are holding up pretty good, actually. Longer run, it starts feeling a lot better than how slick it is at the beginning.
All right, well, let's get back to it, Jacob. Good luck, bud.
Thank you.
All right, that was Jacob Bell. Back up front, though, Rhett Nichols, GT Hawkins, William Hartman. All right, here bunched up together. Coming into turn 3 and 4. Right now, be out of 4 here momentarily. A Mustang gonna dive off the pace car. Rhett Nichols in control, and he is on the loud pedal as well as the number 16 of GT Hawkins. Let's crank them up here on MaxSpeedTV, folks. folks, caution is gonna fly. And we're gonna go back here and see if we could find out where that happened at. The 39? Dwayne Dunn? Might have been involved in that again. Oh, let's go back here and take a look. It might have happened around him. Oh, we're gonna go back here and take a look where this transpired here. Well, they're coming to the inside of the 7 here. Dwayne Dunn right there. Might have happened right up in front. The 85. That's where it happened. The 85 of Andrew Jump. Let's rewind it here and see what happened to Andrew. Oh, might have been some contact there between the 85 and the 41. The admins get that figured out, but the 85 goes around. He tries to keep it on track. He keeps it on track, gets it spun. Oh, right there, that's where the 39 got involved. Cuts it across the grass there. Looks like he was trying to dodge the 85. It looks like the 818 as well. Trying to get off of there. Trying to dodge the 85. So
Yeah,
that is where that's going to happen.
Like he hasn't been having very good luck at this track. He's hate to say it, but this track has not treated him the best for sure.
No, it has not. All right, well, Rick Nichols up front, GT second. Oh, who do we bring up here? How about we go with Brody Hayes?
Yeah, he's been having a pretty solid night tonight.
I gotta find him. There he is. Brody Hayes, Joshua Booth, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
But Brody, man, currently running 15th, started 7th. You led a couple of laps here at about 6, man, but it's been a pretty interesting race, man. How's your race going?
It was going good till I made a mistake on a green flag pit stops. I think I just clipped the cone on entry there and gave me a little penalty, and I got put a couple laps down. But we're making our way back up there. Just got the lucky dog. So hopefully we got 42 laps left. We're gonna fight for it. We're not out of it yet.
All right, I wanted to wait until you got into your pit stall there, man. Well, it ain't over. It's not over until the checkered flag waves, buddy. So, good luck down there. And, hey, man, keep your head up and good luck.
Yep, thank you.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you get them going here, Steven.
All right, let's see here. We got a whole nother lap, I think. We should be going double file here at the stripe. Lights should go out on the pace car one more time around, and we'll be back to racing. No penalties were given on that last caution. We did have a little net code in there, so no penalties handed out. We're gonna double up here, get ready to go green again when we get back around. We got Rhett Nichols sitting first, GT Hawkins second, William Hartman third, Josh Mayu fourth, and Jeremy Horn round out your top 5. Coming out of 4 now. Pace car getting ready to dive off. Pace car does dive off, waiting on the leaders to get. He's on the pedal, and we are green. Rhett Nichols with a big jump there to start this one off.
All right, we are back in the green here, man. We know how it is coming down to the final lap, Steven. It gets wild, and we got a truck off the pace back here. I believe that is going to be, who was that? Cody Lipster having some problems.
You got GT Hawkins making a move here on William Hartman for second. Makes the pass cleanly. Gonna give a shot at running down Rhett Nichols here for the lead.
Yes, he is. And 1, 2, 3, all neck and neck. Going back here to Jeremy Horn. He's got company. Jacob Bell, Curtis Fulmer. Are we going to see a 3 wide here? Doesn't look like it. The 77 of Jacob Bell going to get around the 78. Curtis looking to the inside of that Tracker 78 machine. He is bringing along the 02 of Mayu. The 41 of Brandon Ketchum. The 23 of Garrett Heath. All right here, neck and neck. 3 wide for a second. A split second at that bumper.
Yeah, once again, these guys are starting to file out a little again here. Gonna get in a little groove. I definitely expect to see some guys pushing now. They will push hard, see what the limits of these trucks are, and see where finish the best they can.
Yep. Good points night for some, and unfortunately, bad points night for others here this evening. But the 16 of GT going to go back up front, getting around Rhett Nichols.
Dominant performance by GT tonight. He's looked great all night. I definitely think he's a contender for this one. You never know, though. I'm sure we'll run into some lap traffic somewhere, and that could throw a wrench in the whole thing.
As they are getting around the number 7 here, KC Duncan. He is several laps down, about 5 laps. These leaders going to get around him. Okay. And now they're coming up on another lap car, so they are getting into some drivers that are several laps down. But we got to go back here to where this pack of trucks is as they come around to the number 7. Oh.
Hurts your heart a little when you see these guys flying up on you and nothing you can do about it.
No.
Just gotta hold it up there and hope nobody hits you.
Exactly. Yep. 32 more laps remaining here tonight. Oh, we're getting down to that final. Man, I don't know. I think they can make it on fuel. Well, some of them can.
Yeah, I just don't know how this tire strategy is going to play
Yeah,
out.
I don't either. That's.
Let these tires wear down, and it gets a little slicker too.
Then again, how much do you save? Or
That's
do you
true,
save
too.
any?
Yeah, you don't want to give up too much. You don't want to give up too much room or track position where you're at now, but you also want to have those tires there at the end. So I'm expecting to see one more stop from a couple guys. I don't know. Definitely if we get a caution.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like everyone will be coming down then.
Yeah, I figure they would too. William Hartman going to get around the 17 of Rhett Nichols. William Hartman going to go back into second right where he started. GT Hawkins up front on pole. He's led 52 laps here tonight. William Hartman has led 6. Rhett Nichols has led 12. And right back here at around the 4th where we have a whole line of trucks bumper to bumper. The 23 of Garrett Heath all over Jacob Bell. Brody Hayes has got Ron Miller, he's got the number 20 behind him. the number 20 of Willie Nelson, who is 1 lap down. And then right behind him is going to be Ron Miller in the 35. So we got some lap cars, lap drivers in the mix and in the running here. They're banking on a caution. They want that wave around, especially for the number 20. He is sitting right there in that lucky dog position.
Yeah, I think he'd be pretty happy to see that at this point and get his lap back here. Definitely change his race for the better.
Yes, it would. Willie Nelson coming in too tonight. The top man in the point standings. GT right behind him. Right now, GT, as it stands, would have that top position. But we still can't count out Willie Nelson.
That is true. He's had a very dominant night. He gets back on that lead lap, he might make a really hard run up to the front.
Yeah, I think if a caution comes out, if I was a driver, this is if I was a driver. If I was a driver and a caution came out, I understand that on cold tires it's rough, okay? It's rough. But on older tires, is it better? I would have to come down pit road. I would. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I would definitely do the same. It also depends on what the guys in front of you are doing, everything like that. I mean, there's so many factors that go into whether you pit or don't.
Yeah.
It's wild. Some of these guys have real crew chiefs and stuff that are doing it, doing their strategy for them and stuff like that. There's just so much going on at any given time on these pit strategies.
Well, Tyler Hallman's out there in chat. Why don't we ask him? Hey, Tyler, what would you do? Would you come down if the caution came out, get 4 Mr. Fuel Goods, and go ahead and get that fuel? Or would you stay out? Good question. Well, all right. Coming to lap 111 as it updates there. Man, these guys are killing it. And Williams coming up on GT. You got teammates up here. Now we're going to go ahead and talk about this teammate action. Do you just, you know, who's ever up front, just go ahead and let them win it, or you go ahead and you try to get that win?
You know, teammates are teammates for a reason. You guys have good rapport and stuff. I feel like these guys communicate well enough to the point where if William gets a really big run off of 4, GT would not be upset taking second from a team standpoint. You know, I feel like it's all just based off of how these guys are running, who's running what, you know, what it looks like coming out of 4 or even 2 on that last lap, you know, even coming out of 2. If someone gets you a really heavy run, of course, I mean, I'm going to let my teammate by.
Well,
I don't want to take us both out and end our night, that's for sure.
Steven, I don't want to interrupt you, but these leaders now, William got around GT, but they're coming up, really up on like them lap cars here. The 85 have jumped right there with William Hartman and GT Hawkins. Man, they're having to make moves here to get around him. They are all up in that lap traffic. Yeah, I think I'd get 4 brand new ones too. All righty, folks. Coming to lap 115 this time by. All right, the backstretch here. Coming into 3 and a 4 next time by. Will be 1 more lap before we get to 20 to go. They'll have to finish lap 15. So coming to lap 16, that will be, of course, the 20 to go. So 1 more lap before we get that 20 to go mark here tonight. 9:18 Central Time. 10:18 Eastern Time. My mind went blank there. Brody Hayes coming down pit road. Steven, you fall asleep on me there, buddy?
Oh, no, sorry. I zoned out for a minute. I don't know what was going on.
Oh, man. Oh, William Hartman. GT coming down pit road. Oh, 35 laps. I don't believe they could have made it. Here comes the Here comes Red Nichols behind them as well.
This here is a game changer.
Hey, guess what? 20
What?
to go!
You got Ron Miller up there in the top spot, and Garrett Heath and Jacob Bell.
Yep.
These guys have been racing real solid all night, pretty close together. Oh!
This is going to change it, and Jacob Bell involved in this.
Looked to me like he just slid. He kept it off the wall nice, kept it off the car.
Okay.
We're gonna have to see. I saw.
So where did it start?
I want to say it was Ron Miller and Garrett Heath, one somewhere in there. Those guys were definitely spun around in front of Jacob, and somehow he made it through there.
We'll go back up here, take a look. Garrett Heath, we're going to be on Garrett right here. Oh, no, the 05 and the 85. That is where it started. It looks like. Tommy Amassi and Andrew Jump right up ahead of the leaders. At the start, right there, oh, the 80, the 05, the 85, the 05, both of them launch in the air. 3, 2, 1, blast off. And both of them go for a ride. The 85 all over his hood. Man, thank God this is just a simulator. Because, oh, right there, the 05 getting T-boned by the 20 of Nelson. Oh, jeez. And it looks like Jacob Bell going to get a piece of the 85. Sliding it down here. Rip Green Cone as well. Green Cone is back. But, man, the 05, the 85. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, the 05 was over the catch fence. Above the catch fence. That's a wild ride for those guys. Hope they're not driving in VR, because that would have been a little rough.
That would have scared the dickens out of me.
Yeah, that one would have been hard to handle a little there.
Well, as we get ready to get down here to the nitty-gritty of the final 17 laps here tonight, we're going to go side by side here, play a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere, because we're going to be right back, folks. Alrighty, folks, back live here on MaxSpeedTV. They have already got the one to go. They're coming into 3 and 4 now. Steven, I think it's going to get wild here. We've had some come down pit road. We had some that did not. So, man, oh, geez, I don't even know. I'm going to let you get them going.
Yeah, tire run's going to be fun here. Pace car ducks off there. Waiting on the leader. Leader is on the pedal, and green is in the air. Hopefully the last time tonight. Doesn't look like it, though.
That outside line just did not go. And they're going to go 3 wide, 3 wide, 3 wide, 4 wide, 3 wide, 4. Oh, my God. I don't even know what it is. Is it going to be 3? Is it going to be 4? Are we going to see 5 here? So 3 wide back here on the backstretch. We're looking at almost 4 wide here, folks. Oh, and we got a caution as that 3 wide happens.
That was absolutely insane start.
Oh.
The top line didn't move, and everyone just got piled in there so hard.
Oh, my Lord. All right, well, we're going to take a look here at this caution here. I know Jeff Glockner was involved in this. About running back here. The race started around the 37 to the 122. So, but I don't know if it started with him or if it started ahead of him. It was crazy up front. So, we'll take a look. Oh, it's unfortunately, it looks like going to start with that number 24 of Jeff Glockner. From what I'm seeing here, of course, I don't make that call. That's Nick Hunt, Don Kidder, Andy Starcher, and Tommy Haynes up there in that admin tower. Nick Hunt, your head admin. Don Kidder helping him out as long as with everybody else up there. But it looks like the 24 comes down out of 2 below the line, and he just loses it right up into, who is that? The 122. The 82 going to get around. The 91 going to get a piece of the 24. It looks like the 91 blinked out there. He is back. And then right up ahead of him, the 122. Let's see here. Let me see if I can get up here on that 122 here. Bradley Wetzel. The 122. And the 82, Mike Franklin. They're gonna, right there, there's some contact there. That's gonna send them both down. One down into the 86 and to the 39. Also gonna get a piece of the action here. Oh, man.
Yeah, that was a tough one. The ruling has come out. It was a self-spin on the 24. He grabbed that apron just a little too much, and it took him for a ride.
Well, we are under 20.
Yeah,
Man.
anything can happen now.
Yeah. And, you know, I hate it for that 24. I really do. You know, but, you know, you're getting down to the final lap, Steven. I mean, you got to do something, you know.
Yeah, you got to try and make your moves now and do what you can to get up there. Because it's go time for sure now.
Yep, 13 coming to 12 to go. Oh, man, I might be able to get one more interview in. Under 10, I don't interview anybody. So, man, I want to get with, how about we tuning up the band here? That'd be Willie Nelson for those of you that don't know. Well, I think I'm getting all of KC Motorsports here tonight for sure. All right, Willie Nelson. Got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Willie, man, you got some damage, it looks like there. It looks like it ain't bad, though, if any at all. I know you kind of was there at the wrong moment and ended up hitting somebody, you know, just wrong place, wrong time, man. But how's your racing going, buddy? And do you still have a fast enough truck there to get from 12th all the way up to 1st, coming down to the final 12 laps here tonight?
I sure hope so. I mean, the truck's been feeling good all day. I got a speeding penalty, which set me back a little bit, but
ouch.
I mean, I've had some speed all day, so hopefully I can get her done.
So the speed you've had, unfortunately, affected the speed on pit road.
Yeah.
And bring a little bit of comedy in there to it, man. Well, we had it for you, but hey, you're right here in 12th. You're on the lead lap, man. And now you guys were getting that one to go here, and man, if it wasn't wild on the last restart, I think it's going to get wild here again.
Oh yeah, expect something crazy. So I'm gonna give her.
You're going to give her? You're going to send it?
Oh hell yeah.
All right. Let's get back to it, Willie. Good luck.
All right, thanks.
Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna be. I think a lot of guys here are now full send.
Yeah.
They're at that point now. It's time to hit it and hit anything in your way.
Yeah. Cody Lipster, Shad Curran, G.T. Hawkins, William Hartman, Scott Brooks, the top 5. Now, I have mentioned before, we've had 4 different winners in the 4 races we have had. Well, it's looking pretty promising. We might have another one.
Yeah, it's always fun to see a new winner up there.
All right, pace car going to dive off. Cody Lipster going to be in control here on this restart. Coming to 10 to go. He is on the loud pedal. 10 laps remain. Good job by the 16 of G.T. Hawkins and the 67 of William Hartman. As they go bumper to bumper up front. G.T. all over the 96, going into 1 and 2, and coming out of 2 onto the backstretch. Oh, and they're 3 and 4 wide back there. Oh, and we've got a caution. The 16 of GT is going to hold that position, is going to take it away. Well, I got to find out where this caution came out at. Oh, Brandon Freeze. Involved in, oh man, that was a gaggle of trucks right here. It looks like the 181 and the 2. Right here, the 2 coming up, and that might have either contact or net coating. Boy, that number 2, that rear end did a jump there. Of course, we'll let the admins take a look at it, but right here is where it was on. The 2 and the 181 going to get involved, as well as the 27 going to get a piece of it. And the 2 of Brandon Freeze hard into the outside of wall. His engine going to let go. And that is where that caution is gonna fly. Well, under 10 to go, Steven. Interviews are no more. It's high concentration level.
Yeah, it gets wild here now.
It's already been wild. What you talking about?
That is true as well.
Well, you don't pit. You got 8 to go. Right now, pitting's over with.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think maybe pit if you get a green white checker situation. If everyone goes in, you're gonna get on them fresh tires and stuff. But yeah, I think pitting's about over for the day.
Well, yeah, they only get 1 attempt at a green white checkered. That's it. 1 attempt if it comes down to it. So,
Cody Lipster still sitting strong in first.
Yep.
GT couldn't take it away from him before that caution.
Yeah, it looked like he was right there, right up ahead of Cody. So, it might not have registered on iRacing. I don't know how that all works. So,
well, it should be a shootout either way.
yep, 7 to go. Probably get the 1 to go at 6 to go when they come across the stripe. That means they're going to get the green flag at 5 to go. And under 5, that's where you got to really pay attention. Because if a caution does come out under 5, you will have a green-white checkered.
And only 1 attempt. If a caution comes out after that green-white checker, the field is frozen.
Yes, it is.
And that is your finishing results.
Yep. Oh, well, the unofficial, the admin's got to do their thing too,
yeah.
Yeah, don't forget about that.
before bonuses, penalties, all those types of point adjustments.
Yep. All right. Well, our previous interviewer that we just interviewed, Will Nelson, coming from 12th to 8th. So, moving up 4 spots.
You know he'd like to do that a couple more times.
Yep, we're going to have to see it here coming to, I believe, the 1 to go this time by. And it is. Well, I'm getting used to this.
Sounds like you're getting pretty good.
Sometimes I can pretty much guess it, and other times I can't because, I know pitting has a lot to do with it and where the field is and are they caught up to one another and this, that, and the other. It is a simulator. It is programmed. So, but I'm getting there.
little by little, day at a time.
Day at a time. Well, Steven, I'm going to let you get them going here. Coming to 5 to go, buddy.
All right, sounds good. Well, we are getting ready to enter turn 3. We are in turn 3 here. You're going to have Lipstruer in first, GT in second, William Hartman in third, Garrett Heath fourth, and Brandon Ketchum rounding out your top 5 for this restart. Pace car dives off here, waiting on the leader, waiting. He's on the pedal. It's a green flag. He spins.
Spun those tires. That is definitely going to, the 67 all over the place as well. That's going to put GT Hawkins up front as Cody Lipster goes sideways. Oh, here we go. We're wrecking back here. And it is a big one here, folks. A big wreck on the backstretch here in Texas.
Huge wreck with these guys up front, man. It all started with that tire spin. That's definitely not something you want to do, and it makes your night just go sour and be going to bed at this point.
Man, well, we're going to watch it here and see what happened. Now, we've seen the 96 just spin the tires there, lose control. That put the 67 of Hartman all over the back bumper of him. And this William Hartman gets a little loose, does get it straightened back out, and then right here, I believe it's going to be the 96 and the 23. Oh, the 96 gets right below that line, comes right back up, and then, right there, contact net coating between the 23 and the 96. And then it was on from there. How in the world did William miss that? I mean, he was right there. However, the 96, the 48, the 23, 35, 17, 94, and I am sure there is several others that got into that mix here. The 23 going to get a piece. Oh, man, I can't get them all.
Willie Nelson up another spot.
All right.
Good news is, I don't know. Will this be a green-white checkered here?
Yes, yes, it is. It is a green-white checkered. Yes, the only one.
Uh-oh, got one more chance to do it.
Well, we got a lot of GT fans in chat.
I've been seeing that, man. A lot of them.
Yep, got some Maverick fans. Of course, we've got, fans of, we got fans of everybody out there, too. So,
Yeah,
oh,
Katie,
man.
Katie talking about that duct tape for the 96.
All right, any word on anything, Steven?
Haven't heard anything.
Okay.
one green-white checkered attempt.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I know it's quiet, folks, but man. Well, now we're going to actually talk about it again, Steven. You want our green-white checkered attempt. We got a couple of teammates running 1-2, and we got Brandon Ketchum, Jeremy Horn, and Brody Hayes. That's going to round out the top 5. So if you were either the 16 or the 67, you're a teammate, or you're down there with your teammate running 1 and 2. You know, what do? You know, are you going to start inside, outside if you're the leader, or are you just going to try to work together as a team, and whoever's faster is just going to go out front?
Being the leader, I'm still going to run the race like the leader. You know, I'm still going to run my race. I'm still going to push hard. Don't get in my way kind of thing. But if you do notice your teammate has got a better run or something like that, you know, it's not a bad deal to let your teammate take it instead of taking you both out. You know, it's not like we're in NASCAR racing for that winner's purse. So it'd be nice if we were. It'd be a whole different story then. But you know, I definitely wouldn't risk both of us getting taken out for that win if I could take a second and a teammate can take first.
All right. Well, the only green-white checkered attempt. Since this is the only one, guess what, Steven? You're going to get them going here.
We are doubled up here coming out of 4. Pace car dives off. We are waiting for that leader. He steps on it. We are green for the last time of the race.
GT, William Hartman, teammates. Oh, man, and they're bunched up back here. Oh, good Lord. Can they make it around to the white flag? He has to cross the line. That white flag has to come out. The 48 down below. No caution. One more turn coming out of 4 for the number 16 of GT Hawkins. Guess what? One more lap remaining.
This has been an awesome fun race.
On the backstretch, GT Hawkins, Oh.
Josh, don't die on me now.
Our post sitter. Oh, man. Wins it. Tonight. Oh, I'll get it out in a minute. Wow.
Struggling over there. Got a little too excited for that one.
Just a little bit. All right. Let's see here. GT Hawkins in first, William Hartman second, and Brody Hayes going to be in third. Wow. Couldn't talk.
All kinds of choked up there for a minute.
All right, well, as GT burns the rubber off that truck, we're going to get the top 3 up here real quick, so don't go anywhere. The MaxSpeedTV post-race show coming up right after this. Alrighty, folks, back live here on MaxSpeedTV. I have caught up with our third place finisher here this evening, Brody Hayes in the number 37. Brody, what a race out there here tonight at Texas, man. Man, talk about the race, man, just coming back, wheeling and dealing. Man, those restarts were rough for everybody out there. Talk about it.
Yeah, it was a long race. Loose, real loose all day. Once the tires wore in, it helped a little bit, but I mean there was a lot of on throttle time and you had to really wheel the thing. I got trapped a lap down early and it felt like it took all 135 laps to get that thing back, and got it back just a little too late, but it was nice to be able to rally to a third. GT and William, they were just as fast, or if not a little faster than me, so props to them guys. Congrats to GT on the win. But overall, it was a fun race. Got a little rough there at the end. Restarts were crazy, but that's part of Texas in these trucks, you know.
Yep. Well, we're going to be off for 2 weeks, so, if I don't see you before, Christmas, of course, have a Merry Christmas and a New Year, man. So we're going to be off 2 weeks. You got some preparation going on those off weeks?
Yeah, we'll keep practicing to stay on top of things. I gotta keep up with GT and William and Willie and all these guys. I can't let them get too far ahead of me. I missed last week, so gotta stay on top of things. And it's a season-long event here. It's not a single race deal, so we're still in it, and we'll keep chugging along.
All righty, buddy. Thoughts, shout-outs you want to give before you go celebrate your third-place finish here tonight?
Yeah, good run with to my teammates. I know Cody had a good run going there till the end. Willie rallied back to finish fourth, so that was a good run. Just want to say happy holidays to everybody, and hope everybody has a good vacation.
All righty, Brody. We'll see you. We'll see you in January for sure.
Yes, sir.
Well, all right. Well, that is going to bring us to our second place finisher here this evening, a teammate to the winner, the number 67 of William Hartman. William, man, it was pretty much you and GT up there, but man, that caution there kind of, I don't know if that hurt y'all or helped y'all, but apparently didn't hurt you because y'all came up here back in 1 and 2. But talk about the racing and then coming down pit road, then a caution came out.
Yeah, man. I don't know if I've ever had that much good luck in racing before. We came out just in front of the leaders, and actually the one car behind us didn't make it out before the leaders and got trapped a lap down. So pretty fortunate there with our pit selection there on the last stop. But yeah, I can't say enough about GT and everybody over there at Maverick. We had a heck of a night tonight. It was a lot of fun racing with them all night, and really glad to bring home the team a 1-2 finish and get us some points.
Yeah, it's definitely going to help with the point standings for sure. You came in tonight.
You're going to have to scroll down a little ways to find my name.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say I don't see you in the top 15. So definitely good points out for you, though.
Yeah, for sure. Had a pretty rough start to the season. So just kind of came in tonight, wanted to finish the race, try and get myself a top 5 and maximize points. So we're able to do that. If I'm going to finish second to anybody, I'd rather be my teammate. So really happy with the point situation, and got us a good points night. Hopefully move up a couple spots in those standings and get ourselves into the chase.
All right, buddy. What thoughts, shout-outs you want to give before you go celebrate the second place here tonight?
Yeah, as always, got to thank you guys for the amazing broadcast you put on for us. You guys do an excellent job every week. It's great to be able to go back and watch the races. Everybody over there at Extreme Motorsports and with this truck series for putting on a great league for us and all the guys. And then everybody at Maverick. It's a great team, awesome team. Really happy to be a part of it. So, yeah, really excited for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I am sure you are, buddy. Well, we're not going to keep you here any longer, man. Go celebrate. We'll see you tomorrow night?
Not tomorrow night, but I may be making some more appearances later this week. So.
All righty, buddy. Take care. Go celebrate, bud.
All right, thanks, man.
Well, all right. Well, that is going to bring us to our winner here tonight, the number 16 of GT Hawkins. Going to make it his second win on the season. And, it's been a couple of races, GT, since you've been back up here on that winning circle. But talk about your run out here tonight and what you had to do really to keep it clean.
Oh, that race was a lot of fun. I mean, it had everything. A little bit of hit strategy, dodging some wrecks here and there. Good long green flag runs. So I can't say enough. It was a lot of fun.
So talk about real quick that coming down pit road and then the caution come out. Did y'all make it out just in time?
I mean, if it can be measured in half car lengths, then that's what it was. I mean, I was probably on the line. I mean, the whole outlap there, I was like, I don't know if I made it. I don't know. And then, I mean, it couldn't have been closer.
Oh, man. Well, it was really, really close. But, hey, you did what you had to do, buddy. You got it back up into the winning circle, man. What a run you had out here tonight, GT. Not going to keep you any longer, but you're off 2 weeks to get prepared for the 2020, man. But we are going to see you tomorrow night. So how do you feel about Indianapolis?
We'll see. I haven't run the Xfinity car a lot at Indy, but Indy's a good track. It's flat turns and long straightaways, so takes a good driver to handle that. So we'll see. I'm excited though.
All righty, buddy. Well, thought shout out you want to give before you go celebrate and get ready for tomorrow?
Yeah, thank you, Rick and Extreme. This is a great league, so can't say enough about these guys. Northern Capital, MaxSpeedTV, my teammates Maverick Motorsports. William had a great run today too, so got a shout out to him and Brody too. That was crazy. He came out of nowhere. And of course, all my friends and family. Thanks for watching, guys.
All righty, GT, go celebrate, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thanks, Josh. Everyone.
Man. All right, well, that is going to do it for the interviews here. We'll get down here to the unofficial results, putting in the admin stuff. GT Hawkins going to come away with the win here tonight. Congratulations to GT. His teammate, William Hartman, going to finish in second, right where they started, 1 and 2. Man, awesome run. Brody Hayes coming back. Man, what a run for Brody. He is going to be finishing in third. Willie Nelson as well, coming back to grab a top 5 in that 4th position. Brandon Ketchum in 5th, Jacob Bell 6th, Darren Bruce 7th, Jeffrey Marble 8th, Carlos Maciel in 9th, and Cale Gale going to round out the top 10. Scott Brooks in 11th, Jeremy Horn 12th, Cody Lipster 13th, Curtis Vollmer 14th, Josh Mayu 15th, Brandon Free 16th, Ron Miller 17th, Shad Curran 18th, Garrett Heath 19th, and Rhett Nichols 20th, Casey Duncan 21st, Timothy Zayas 22nd, Douglas Carlson 23rd, Dwayne Dunn 24th, Jeff Glockner 25th, Mike Franklin 26th, Andrew Jump 27th, Tommy Amassi 28th, Blair Patterson 29th, and Jerry Glenn 30th. Bradley Wetzel 31st, Douglas Hess 32nd, Cody McFadden 33rd, Paul Irvin 34th, Jarrett Lipster 35th, Zach Willard 36th, Joshua Gilliam 37th, Justin Hansen 38th, Gary Wells 39th, Randy Purdue, it looks like did not start, so he will finish in 40th, as well as Orlando Rivera. Nick Hunt and Don Kidder, your admins here tonight, will round out the ticker. But again, congratulations goes to GT Hawkins on the win here this evening. Tomorrow night, the Sim Speed Shop Xfinity Series will be at Indianapolis Motor Speedway at 8:30 Eastern Time, 7:30 Central, right here on MaxSpeedTV. You don't want to miss it. So until tomorrow night, folks, stay safe and have a good night.
Wow.